Welcome to a gentle new moon yoga practice. With the new moon, we have a blank slate. We have a dark night, empty sky, and all the possibility of the upcoming month. The new moon is a great time for setting intentions, for going easy on the body, for journaling, for reflecting and planning. And I've got some lovely essential oil. I'm gonna take a few inhales. You might do the same. You might light a candle or some incense. And then start by lying down on your mat. Lying on your back, getting comfortable, wobbling the legs out, wobbling the spine, sinking in. You can bring the arms down and just check on the status of the spine. See if you can lengthen it, slightly tucking the chin and then relaxing the neck. Maybe you want to roll the shoulders back and kind of squeeze them together, or maybe you want to spread the shoulder blades out as far as they can and bring the arms out a little bit further away from the body. Check and see what your body most needs right now. We're really kind of tuning in to our inner needs. Closing the eyes gently, taking a few slow, deep breaths. And with the new moon, it's a great time to set an intention for the upcoming month. Is there something you want to welcome into your heart, into your life in the next few weeks? Pick one or two things that you'd like to focus on. They can be large-scale things. These aren't goals. These are feelings. These are ways you want to be. Maybe I want to be more loving. Maybe I want to be more forgiving. Maybe I want to feel calm or free or at one. Bigger feelings, bigger concepts, not a to-do list. How do I intend to feel over the next month? Repeat that in your mind or out loud. If you're alone, it's great to say it out loud. I welcome love. I am open to abundance. I am free. Whatever your statement or statements are, go ahead and say them to yourself now. Take 3 nice deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Sighing the breath out. Making sure to allow every bit of the breath to leave the body. And go ahead and blink the eyes open if you like. Bend the knees, walk the feet in towards the body, and hug the knees up towards the chest. Normally, I tend to start moving a lot in my daily practice. I start wobbling around and wiggling things out. But in this class, I want us to just be a little bit more slow, a little bit more mindful. So bringing the knees up and a little adjustment if you feel like you need it. Don't do it on autopilot. See if we can bring the palms of the hands onto the knees and gently pull them in a little bit closer. What do we feel? Really tuning into the sensations of the body. If you're lifting your shoulders upward, push the shoulders back down and keep drawing the knees in. Try to breathe right down into the belly and switch to a in and out through the nose breath. See if you can keep the mouth closed as you breathe in and out deeply through the nose. We're going to place the left foot down. We're going to keep the right knee up and hug it in a little bit closer. And as we do that, we're just going to roll our head up towards the knee a few times. So inhale when we're down. Exhale, roll up. Mindfully moving with the breath. Inhaling when your back is straight. Exhaling as you crunch up. And then see if you can start to straighten the leg up towards the ceiling. You can hold behind the thigh and pull that towards you. You can hold behind the kneecap, whatever's comfortable. If this foot wants to move outward a little bit more to the left, that's fine. You could even hold up higher. If you have a strap, you could strap around the bottom of the foot. Holding the leg up close, we're going to take 3 more curls up towards the knee. So inhale when we're down. Exhale, curl up. One more. Waking up the leg and then gently placing that back down. We're going to do the same on the left side now. So hugging it up towards the chest first. Adjusting the support of this right foot. So if it wants to move out towards the right a little bit more to keep your hips square. Inhale, exhale, crunch. One more. And then straightening the leg up. Again, it can be out here, it can be slightly bent. You can pull in behind the knee or the thigh, or you could use a strap if you like. You're going to feel it more intensely if you pull the toes down towards you. But we don't need intensity every time we stretch. So see what your body craves. See what your body really desires right now. I'm going to leave mine just level. Inhaling, exhaling, crunching. 1, 2, and 3. Place both feet firmly on the ground. Open them up about the width of the mat and let the knees drop towards each other. We're going to raise the arms up, palms facing each other, and then bring those arms up overhead. So I've got my blocks there. Up overhead. You could have them clasped and have them go straight up. If, like me, you have any discomfort in your shoulder or you feel like your shoulders are coming up to your ears, you can have them a little bit wider, so I feel there's no crunching in my neck. Just take a few breaths here, trying to let the arms and the elbows sink down and soften. Two more breaths, aiming for that little release in the arms, soften through the face. And then you can bring the arms back up and down. We're going to come up to sitting. So you can roll up or you can roll onto your side and push yourself up that way. We're going to come to sitting wide-legged. It's always a bit more comfortable if we sit on a block or a cushion. It's not necessary, but it eases some of the tension between the hips and the knees. So if you want to sit on something like me, you can. We're opening up the legs just as wide as you're comfortable. Again, we're not trying to overdo anything. If you have a block or a bolster or a cushion you want in front of you that you want to settle into, you can have that to hold on to or to sink your weight into. Or you can simply just rest on the palms of the hands. So my legs are relaxed. I'm not flexing my toes. I'm not pointing my toes. They're open to a comfortable distance, and I'm starting to hinge forward. Now you mightn't hinge very far forward, and you will hinge more if you're sitting up on something. So if you're not sitting on something, you mightn't feel that you're really hinging much at all. Don't worry about it. We're trying to bring the belly, the chest, and the head forward at an angle rather than rounding. And as we do that, we should feel a gentle stretch in the back of the legs. You can walk your fingertips out as we have a nice soft breath. You could even close your eyes now if you want. We're just settling into this. Notice the breath as it enters through the nose. Notice the shoulders soften as you exhale, the face soften. Maybe you can walk your hands slightly further forward. Feel a deepening of the stretch in the legs, but we're not pushing. We're not pushing into anything. We're not trying to reach the edge. We're just seeing what's happening. This is a time for the body to be recuperating, at rest, preparing for more, not being pushed to the limit. It's a sort of a restful period in the cycle of the moon, the cycle of the body. Not every day is meant for pushing ourselves to the brink. Walking the hands back, we're going to come down over the right leg. But first we're going to come down sideways. So I'm not turning my chest towards my leg. I'm dropping my elbow down, and I'm trying to direct my armpit down towards the leg. Now I can have my hand behind my back here. I want to try to keep pushing that top shoulder up, or you can raise your arm up if you like. Now you could feel some tension in your neck if you try to look up, so it's probably more comfortable to look down towards this leg and just see if you can sink down towards it a little bit more. Or you can look straight ahead. If you try to look up towards the hand, you're likely to feel a little bit of strain in the neck, which is why I also kind of just like putting my hand behind my back. Take 2 more breaths here, sinking down, and then we're going to bring that hand from behind our back up in front. You might lift, direct the belly and the chest down towards this leg, and lengthen through the spine. Two more nice deep breaths. Pushing up, coming back to center. We're going to do the same on the other side. So I'm trying to, if you're sliding off your block, adjust. I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm bringing my arm down, my underarm directed towards the leg. I'm going to bring this arm behind my back so that I'm still directing the elbow and the shoulder up. And relaxing through the neck. All throughout this practice, you could be repeating your intention in your mind. With every exhale, you could say it to yourself once more. And then we're going to bring the right hand forward. We're going to lift up slightly. We're going to drop the belly and chest down towards the leg now. Sinking down. 2 more soft, deep breaths. And then pushing it back up. I'm going to bring the feet together. Now you can stay on your block or release it here. A lot of people do like to keep on their block there. I just prefer to not be on the block when I come forward in this. So soles of the feet together, hands around the foot or the ankle, the toes. Go ahead and bounce the knees a little bit. You can wobble out the neck at the same time if you like. And then we're going to gently come forward. So you can bring your hands forward. Think about still lifting through the chest as if you're lifting up here, but then coming forward. So we don't want to round towards the front of the feet. We want to fold into it. We really want to bend. We want to feel it in the legs. You can soften through the neck and look forward and down, but don't try to roll the head down. We don't want to ball up like a turtle or a porcupine or any of those type of creatures. And then release, come up. We're going to come onto our hands and knees for some cat and cow. Remember, whenever we're placing our weight on our hands, we want our fingertips spread apart. No fingers touching. We want to push the floor away from us and activate those fingers. And then have the knees below the hips, tops of the feet on the mat. So find your alignment, what's comfortable for you. Inhaling, dipping the belly down, looking forward, exhaling. Arching it up, tucking the chin, gently pressing into the tops of the feet. And just try to get the breath flowing nice and smooth and rhythmic. The element associated with the new moon, with the moon in general, is water. So think about moving gently. Like waves lapping up onto a beach. Gentle flow of water. Reflecting on how the body feels. Two more. Sinking your weight back towards your heels, walking the palms forward, dropping the forehead down, but keeping the elbows up. Softening down. Check and see how comfortable this is. If your hands are quite close together, see about walking the palms out a little bit wider, even off the mat. See if that's more comfortable.
If your knees aren't fully spread open, maybe you want to adjust the knees so that your belly and chest can sink down a little bit deeper. So you could open the knees up that bit more, allowing the body to sink down further. Check and see what's most comfortable for you. What does your body desire? What does your body require today? Nice and gentle. One more breath, and we're going to come up to sitting, bringing the left leg in front, the right leg behind. And we want to do this 90-90 angle, so 90-degree angle in both knees. So you want to make sure you're still on your mat. Both legs are bent in the same angle. And initially you might feel it quite strong on the front, the top of this outside hip, but that's okay because we're going to lean forward, so that's going to dissipate very, very quickly. We're going to turn towards the left knee and just walk ourselves down to the elbows on this side, taking 3 or 4 nice deep breaths. This is a gentle hip opener. It's not as severe as our pigeon poses. It's also a nice pre-pigeon pose possibility. So right now my chest is above my knee. I'm going to walk my hands more to the left so that I'm at an angle from my legs. I'm angling away, dropping down to my elbows here. Now I'm getting a bit more of a stretch in the waist. It should be gentle. This shouldn't be severe or strong. Only go as far as it's comfortable. But for most people, you could even lay down and nearly fall asleep in this position. Find that gentle flowing breath. Exhaling your intention. Softening through the belly, softening through the backside. And then pushing back up to start. Now we're just going to turn towards the right leg as if we're sort of twisting our body. You can bring the hands to the outside or towards this leg if you want. We're just going to sit here for a couple of breaths as well. Again, you could close the eyes if you like. Breathing in all the way down to the belly. Exhaling, reminding yourself of your intention. One more breath and we'll turn the other way. So you can lean back, undo the legs. We might just windshield wiper them to the left and right. Couple of goes. And then turn to the other side. So the right leg is in front now, the left leg is in back. Check your angles. We don't want the foot up towards your bum. We do want to be at that 90-90 angle. Sometimes it feels more comfortable if you put your hands down and kind of lift up and settle your weight back. So we're at 90-90. We're going to come directly over the front knee first, onto the elbows, finding the breath, settling forward and down. Relax through the neck, relax through the face. flowing breath. Exhaling the intention. I'm going to turn now more to the right side, sinking away here, feeling the stretch now, kind of through the waist. Softening the body, gently flowing breath. Repeating your intention. Planting those seeds that you want to grow through the next month. One more breath here. Then pushing back up. Coming back to start. Turning now to look or reach towards the left leg that's bent behind us. Might feel kind of wonky because maybe your left sit bone isn't touching the ground. It might feel some strange sensations here. As long as it's not pain, it's just different. It's a different type of stretch. So just go with the flow if you can. Bringing the hands behind you, release the legs. It might feel a little bit wobbly. Let's go left and right a few times, dropping them down, shifting the weight. And then from here, we're going to come down on to the front of our body. If you have a block, it might be handy to have at your reach. We're going to come forward and down. Make sure that your whole body fits on the mat. And we're going to just start with a gentle Sphinx pose. So if you do have a block, you can use a block to help prop your Sphinx. So Sphinx, if you don't remember, is with our elbows down, our forearms down, and we're lifting up through the front of the chest. The sternum is lifted. We're looking forward. Now we could bring our block underneath us here, like this, or even like this, to kind of lift through the breastbone to keep ourselves lifted up, or reminded of that lift, or lift kind of the front of the belly, the bottom of the ribs, which sometimes that just helps to stretch the low back. So that's where I'm putting mine. So my block is flat down. My palms are going to be up near the top of the mat. My elbows are below the shoulders. And then I'm going to push into the palms of my hands, lifting up. So initially, I might be resting on the block. I might push a bit more strong and feel like I'm not. Also initially, my bum might be tightened. See if we can soften through the back side, getting a stretch through the front of the body without tensing up the back. You can even kind of wobble the legs, wobble the hips to remind yourself to soften there. And if you are using a block, you could remove it then and see the difference. It just gives you that little bit more support. And if your body needs some support,
It's there for you. 2 more breaths. And then we're going to lower down.
Bring the arms to the side of the body. Turn the head one direction or the other, and let those shoulder blades broaden out. So if I'm lying, I'm bringing my elbows out to the side. I'm letting the shoulders separate, the shoulder blades separate from each other. I can reach up and grasp on my hands behind and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Might be more comfortable to do that with your forehead down or your chin down. So I'm opening them up, touching my elbows out to the side, bringing the elbows back towards each other, squeezing. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Opening them up and away. One more squeeze. I always want to be aware of that movement.
Coming back up onto the elbows, then onto the palms for cobra. A gentle cobra, so chin is down, our forehead is down, elbows are in close towards the body. Roll the shoulders back and lift up through the head as we inhale.
Exhale, roll it back down. Inhale up.
Exhale down.
Inhale up.
Exhale down.
One more.
And down.
Release the arms to the sides. Rest on your forehead or rest your head to one side. 2 breaths. Feel the breath moving underneath you now. Notice how the breath feels different, moving underneath you rather than kind of above you. Feel the compression of the body pressed against the floor. And try to make sure the breath is slow and flowing. Exhaling the intention. Bring the palms back up towards the shoulders. Tuck the toes if you like. Push back. We're just going to come briefly into down dog. So fingers are open, head is down. Lift up through the bum. Walk through the feet a bit. You can bring one heel down at a time. Your knees can be quite bent. Try to keep the head low. And just feel through it, nice and slow. Shifting your hips to one side and then the other. Two more breaths here. Coming down onto the knees, sitting back onto the heels. From this position, you're going to lean slightly to the left. Bring the right leg in front. So you're sitting on your foot. You can move your foot more to the center so that you can balance. Sitting on the foot, relax through this leg. We're not trying to be particularly active. And then seeing if we can fold forward one more time. Folding down, walking our way down. Easing the belly down, easing the chest down. Relax through the neck, relax through the face. Exhaling your intention. One more breath here. And then coming back up, lifting up from here so that we're on the back knee. Both knees are kind of 90-degree angle. Bring the fingers forward and straighten that front leg. Folding forward. Inhaling up. Exhaling, folding down. Then bringing that right leg back. Bringing the left leg forward and sitting back on the heel, doing the same thing on this side. So you're sitting on the foot. We're gonna lean forward, fold forward. You can adjust that as much as you need to be comfortable. Walking our body forward, down, over the left leg. Lengthening through the spine, finding the breath. Exhaling the intention. And then inhaling back up. Coming onto the right knee, straightening out the left leg so it's 90 degrees in the back. It's a nice diagonal in the front. Folding down as we exhale. Inhaling, looking forward. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. And then we can sit back down with our legs in front. Our final bit of a flow, forward fold here, wobbling through the sit bones, getting ourselves nice and tall, inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Moving with the breath, sliding it back up, squeeze through the shoulder blades. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, forward and down. Moving with your breath, getting a nice flow up and fold. Up and fold. Up, and this time we're going to stay folded. So fold forward, fold forward, fold forward. Settle wherever you're comfortable. Extend through the back of the neck. Lengthen through the spine. Relax through the neck. And then roll back up to sitting. You can find your comfortable, relaxing position, whatever that might be. Lying back or sitting against something, or maybe you want to concentrate on sitting upright, nice and tall, lengthening through the spine. Take a moment to get comfortable, whatever that is for you today. Check on the comfort of the neck, the spine. I suggest gently closing the eyes. And just for a moment, maybe visualizing the stages of the moon. So the new moon is just the blackness. Then the light that we see on the moon is the reflection of the sun. So right now, there is no light reflecting back.
So the night feels even longer. It feels dark. It's a time where we often feel if we were pre-electricity, we would be going to bed even earlier, we'd be curling up. It's that sense of hibernation, of restfulness, of caring for the body. The black sky, not a sliver of light. Then throughout the month, we get the quarter moon, sort of the crescent moon. We get the full moon at its height, full brightness, the energy that we're all aware of at the full moon. Lots of stories about the full moon. And then the three-quartered moon when it's waning back to darkness. So with the eyes closed, it's easy to imagine a dark, dark sky. There could still be any number of stars lighting it up, but the absence of the moon. The absence of the moon. In the absence of something, anything is possible. Hence, the time to plant the seeds in your mind. Traditionally, it was a time to plant seeds in the ground. And then wait. Wait for that growth to begin. So repeating in your mind once more your intentions. Breathing it in and out. How do you want to feel? What are your hopes and wishes for the upcoming month? Plant the seeds as if you're planting a seed in the earth. When we plant a seed in the earth, we know that it needs care, it needs attention, it needs repeated attention. It needs water daily. And I want you to water this intention every day. Make the commitment to repeat it to yourself throughout your yoga practice or your meditation. Repeat it when you're washing dishes, when you're going for a walk. Try to commit to repeat this intention multiple times a day for the next month. And just see how it leaves you feeling. With that, I wish you light, the light of stars, the future light reflected from the moon as it grows throughout the month. And I wish you love and goodwill. Have a great rest of the night, rest of the day, and a great rest of the month.